Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and in a surprise that should come to no one, Amazon happens to be watching your most intimate moments in this track trace database society that I've been warning about for quite some time. Now here's the thing, it's an article out of Bloomberg, and you've got teams in India and Romania using video snippets sent by customers for troubleshooting purposes and train artificial intelligence algorithms. Now, this headline is trash. It's garbage. It really does not get to the heart of the matter whatsoever, right? This is a much better headline, okay? Amazon employees watch home security footage from cloud cams, including video of owners having sex. They watching that boom, 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 and you don't give a fuck because you allow a cloud cam in your house. Here's the thing. When you have security cameras, I totally get it. Totally get it. But you have to be aware that if you want internet access to that 24/7 like a Ring or anything else, it's in the digital ether. It is on the internet. And guess what? Do you think that they're not looking for these types of things? If you read this article, it's up to 150 20 to 30 second clips per day, some of which are intended to be private. Some of which are intended to be private. I don't know how many people sign up for a service like Amazon Cloud Cam, and they're like, I really hope that employees are watching me tag my wife. I really do. That's what I want. I remember there was an old John Oliver piece. And, I'm not in love with John Oliver. Let me get that out of the way right now. But what he did was he started talking about the fact that companies had access to their pictures. And everybody was like, well, I don't have anything to hide. It's not a big deal. As soon as he brought up dick pics or nudes, everybody started freaking out. Well, wait a minute. Whoa. Now it matters. Wait, I thought I hadn't done anything wrong. And really, this is just the latest non-scandal that nobody's talking about, by the way. Is this front page on MSNBC.com right now? I think not. Is this over at CNN? Is Fox News talking about this? That a large megalithic corporation that has its hands in just about everything at this point, from food to entertainment to everything you get delivered to your door in 1 to 2 days. That company, who also has contracts with the National Security Agency and the CIA to do their cloud work to keep their databases secure. We've covered it last week actually. That company is also in charge of looking at your private sex videos. Anybody else see a problem with it? Is there anybody else out there that's not going to have this in their home? And it's not just Amazon. Like I said, I talked about Ring, Google, any device with a camera, with a microphone, internet access has the capability at any time, whether it's turned on or not, whether you see that little visual flashing light or not, to be remotely accessed and information given to people you don't know who they are. Okay? Dozens of employees in Romania and India are involved in the reviewing of videos, according to Bloomberg. I'd say it's more than dozens. They're rolling this out to you. This is just a little push. Oh, by the way, no big deal, but we might be watching everything you do. The employees would annotate the videos to help the computer identify what is going on and to differentiate a burglar from a pet, for example. Yep. You need to, they're not smart enough to know whether it's a burglar or a pet. And I'll say it again. If you're putting these kind of devices in intimate areas of your homes, if you're thinking about these new portal devices by Facebook and the Google device, which is similar, I forget the name, that's actually going to have facial recognition, and that's going to get to the next part of this story. Facial recognition in your home. As the little tablet-like device follows you, and you could talk to grandma. Big push this Christmas, mark my words. Big push for Black Friday to see a lot more of these type of cloud computing devices and facial recognition devices go into your home. And that's why, and we're going to get to the breaking news, not that breaking. This is in May. Facial recognition's dirty little secret. Millions of online photos scraped without consent. And I'll say it again. If you are posting anything to the internet, anything that somebody has access to the internet, whether it be a Facebook or back in the day, a MySpace or even a Flickr, and this is today's news, by the way, well, guess what? That's the dirty little secret. This is actually, I believe, a New York Times article. It's on Sky Statement, but you know how the New York Times limits you? This is an extensive piece. Megaface is the major thing they're talking about. And what they're talking about is, even if you had your stuff set to private, it doesn't matter. Everything was uploaded to this thing. Everything was uploaded. Now people apparently are going to be able to sue if they want to. I don't know if they're going to win those class action lawsuits. This was such a common practice. So, the funny thing is, I remember one line in this article. It's like, well, it was 13 years ago. Privacy wasn't a concern. 13 years ago was 2006. Anybody thinking about where the internet was going, anybody who saw what had happened in the previous decade, from a time in 1996, okay, when the internet was nothing more than chat, right? When AOL Messenger came, it was, I could talk to somebody else? Oh my goodness, chat rooms. And then it became pictures and blogs and news sites. And very slowly but surely in the late 90s, there was some video access. But for the most part, especially if you were using those tools, number one, the video was highly compressed. Remember Real Media Player, Real Video? Awful. And to have the higher stuff, it wasn't really internet accessible. But then, right around the late 90s, early 2000s, you got Skype, which now Microsoft owns, right? And although it wasn't video at first, it was just phone calls. You could make a phone call from your computer. Wow, now we're talking. And then video conferencing came. And slowly but surely, the quality has gotten to an amazing pace where right now, I'm broadcasting to you from my house in two simulcasts, one in 1080p, one in 720p, in almost real time. Maybe you guys are 5 seconds behind me. And I understand that my face, my voice is all over the place. I've made that decision. But I have not made the decision to share my private life, my intimate moments with somebody I have sexual activity with. But many of you people out there watching this, you might have. Just because, again, you put security cameras in your house. These things have no place other than outside your home, inside an area where you keep your valuables. And again, I'm going to warn you, if you have a cloud service, it doesn't matter if it's Amazon. It doesn't matter if it's Google. I'm sure that Microsoft is looking to get into the mix, okay? It is accessible by many, many people. Now, I kind of want to talk about not only the privacy of the privacy stuff that is being seen by Amazon employees, but the fact is that, again, anything that goes over the digital ether has the possibility and the probability to, what? Be intercepted by the national security state that we live in. The permanent state, if you will. And in many cases, government workers have been found to be watching these types of videos. Government workers watch private videos. So let's just do it live. See, there's the Amazon stuff. Stunned office workers watch as a naked... No, that's not it. Where's the government? Locals push sex. Maybe I got to type in NSA. Because I think that was the agency that got caught. Let's see. Oh, I didn't want to see that. Jeez. The NSA files. There we go. Listen, guys. Here's the deal. This isn't an isolated incident. I want to say it again. It doesn't even matter that if it's something that's supposed to be watching to keep you safe. If you've got a Kinect on your Xbox, if you're not covering your web camera, all of these devices are being accessible. And again, if you're using a cloud-based service, get ready. because, again, this should be a top story everywhere. You're barely hearing about it, and it hit Bloomberg, I think, yesterday or the day before. Chances are Jason Burmis is the first one telling you. And if you appreciate my work, guys, well, you can watch all my documentary films, Loose Change, Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture, free right here in the documentary section playlist. Please go check that out. I'm doing it with your help. I'm already a little behind on this month, right? It's the 11th. I've only got $749. I'm really trying to hit that $5,000 goal. If you can do it, $5, $10, $15, it does mean the world to me. It keeps me afloat. But you can also just share this channel with others and try to get them on the Burmis Brigade. So if you're new to this channel, now's the time to subscribe. Thumb this video up. Share it with others. Like I said, we're exposing things other people are not talking about. Baby trafficking in the United States. Dan Schneider, alleged Hollywood predator. Okay, obviously we're deep in the Epstein case. Black Cube. I feel like I gave a Joker take you might not have heard before. So if you've seen that movie and you're kind of interested in what it's really all about, please go check out my review there. NXIVM and much more. We're going to keep on it. Guys, I love you all, and I will see you on the flip side.